Salam, shalom, all praises to the horizon, peace and wisdom. Wise Solace speaking. Today I want to do this very deep video. Salam, shalom. You guys couldn't hear me from back there, huh? I apologize. I was on the last video that I just posted up. I was on there all this time cursing you guys out. I was asking you guys if I was clear. No one was saying anything. Let me stop. Salam, shalom. Could you guys hear me from back there? I was gonna put my chair, right over there, kick back and relax while I break down this deep scholarship. But if you guys couldn't hear me from over there, then I'm good right here. All I know is all I need is a confirmation check. Peace and wisdom, Marcel Savago. One spirit as well. Okay, I guess you guys can hear me better from right here. Salam, shalom, rightful hitter. Hopefully everyone's in good spirits. Wise Solace speaking. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, of course. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to become a member, of course, click the blue join word next to subscribe. Now, I want to do this deep scholarship for you guys, explaining Jesus. Using biblical reference, of course. Now, a lot of times I explain Jesus, so I give you guys little hints, helping you all grasp what Jesus is. But some of you take it as I'm trying to disrespect the Bible, Jesus. And some of you, you're not with all of that Christianity and Jesus stuff, and so it's just funny to you. And so I want to do this very deep breakdown so you guys can grasp in depth, because you all live what the text is speaking. The knowledge that you all seek is in Revelations. It's in the whole book, but so Revelations is the beginning and the end. Genesis is, the beginning. When I say the beginning and the end, so the book is written like life, where you get it. 12 midnight is the beginning and the end. like that, like a revolving thing that has no true beginning or end, but like that. So Revelations is both. It's the revealing of everything you've read thus far. It's also the beginning, meaning when you open the book of Genesis, it starts It starts with explaining how the Spirit of God is hovering over the face of the waters, and it's basically an abyss, a barren thing. And so the question should be, how did God get in that state? How did this Spirit of God get there? And so Revelations is explaining that. Most don't understand the text or the perspective to read it from to, you know, become enlightened on the subject, which is very important. It's something that we all will experience. Now, this is not a religious thing. Let me be clear with that. Everyone in life will experience the coming back of Jesus. You know, the raising of the dead, all of that stuff that you heard. And select chosen few being able to exist, so to say, with this entity that you guys call Jesus. Am I clear so far? When I say clear, I mean in my understanding. Are you guys following so far? Now, I need everyone to clear their minds. Of course, you guys all have your religious perspectives of Jesus. Jesus is not a religious character, but a character or a thing that is worshipped, you know, all throughout the life period. Is the only way you get to life. So it's kind of unavoidable. And so I want to be clear, Jesus is something that truly has nothing to do with religion, but it does. Now, semen. This is ejaculation. This is a minor example of who Jesus is. Jesus is the Lord of hosts. He will be coming in the clouds. Again, he will be coming in the clouds. Of course, semen is cloudy if you've ever seen it. Semen contains millions, sometimes billions of sperm cells. So when I say Jesus is the semen, this is not a joke or a disrespect. And when I say he is yolky or cloudy, so semen is these things. Now, I'm going to read a couple of verses from Revelations. Keep the perspective that you have in mind now, that Jesus is semen. Now, to most of you guys, I'm not sure why that sounds dumb, but semen is the substance of life, meaning every person you've ever seen, this is their beginnings. Them as substance, so to say. Now, I'm not saying Jesus is that liquid, and I'm not saying he isn't, but I'm saying that liquid that's spilling out your penis is a minor aspect or perspective of a greater thing, in the same way that substance is kind of hidden away and then it quickly comes. So grasp, Jesus is the same. And so let's read a verse or two. Revelations 1 verse 7 says, "Behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, even they who pierced him, and all the tribes of the earth will mourn because of him." Now, when y'all are, jerking off and things of this nature, Y'all are mourning. Like, you know, when a person's mourning, they're like, mm. So when you guys are ejaculating semen out, there's a great mourning happening. And of course, it says he is coming. Now, let's go to some more verses. Revelations 22, chapter 22, verse 12. Behold, I am coming quickly. Blessed is he who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book. Go down to verse 12. And behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me. You guys know when y'all, let go those nuts. So, what a reward. Now, verse 17 says, and the Spirit and the bride say, come. And let him who hears say, come. And let him who thirsts come. Whoever desires, let him take the waters of life freely. Ooh, that's so spicy. When I was unlearned, I would read this and say, this is spicy. It's tangy. You go down to verse 20, it says, he who testifies to these things says, surely I am coming quickly. Amen. Period. Even so, comma, come, comma, Lord Jesus. So I said, that's not right. That's a trick. Why does it say even so, comma, come, comma? So I would read it and say, this is quite spicy. They keep speaking of coming. Now, when you're speaking of ejaculation and you guys say, I am coming, y'all are speaking of an arrival. So I don't want to say, because most of you guys say, well, they're not speaking of semen. Well, what else would they be speaking of? There's nothing that is more associated with coming and the arrivaling than semen. And so you guys have to grasp. Now I want to go back to Revelations 1, verse 7. It says, behold, he is coming with clouds. Of course, you guys know semen is a coming thing and it's cloudy. I'm explaining how Jesus is semen, then I'll explain why this is important. Behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him. Of course, you have all seen semen. Even they who pierced him. Now, when you think, Optimum 9 said semen. Yeah, like I said before, semen, you got little sperm cells inside. These are your semen, your conehead albinos. It's a deep thing, but let's stay on track. Now, when it says, behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, even they who pierced him. A penis has a little small piercing hole. When you guys ejaculate out semen, this semen being the sacrifice for all the fallen sperm cells below. Of course, these are your fallen souls. So all the sperm cell below are raised back to life because of this substance that we know is semen. When it says they will see him, even they who pierced him, it is speaking from the perspective or from a reference of semen, meaning everything that is being said to describe Jesus is giving you the description of semen. It is not using the word semen because these books were written in a time where they had other word for that substance or prior to. meaning the same way man as an individual reaches reaches a stage called puberty where he ejaculates. Mankind in the whole is the same. He reaches a stage where they become learned on sex, and you get it, so on and so forth. Men were childlike, for millennia. Salam, shalom. Now, hopefully, you guys grasp. Thank you, Thomas, man. And so, everything you're reading in Revelations is giving you reference that Jesus is the semen. The semen being pre-person or a lord of host, which is the same thing you are. You're a multi-cell organism. Semen is a multi-cell substance, but it's the pre to you. It's the substance of you or the spirit. Spirit and substance is one and the same. Reference wine and spirits. It's letting you know the drinks in there are substance. The substance of man is semen. This is you guys' beginnings. Whether man or woman, it all started with that white or grayish cloudy substance. Now, this is before physical life, meaning this is discussing your dead life before this stage of life, meaning cells, molecules, atoms. These things have not been born outside of the abyss that they are in, which is your vessel. You, as the organism, you are born out physically, and so they all have life. But technically, until they reach organism stage themselves, this is your life building up to physical life. If you're lost, atoms are sound and light. A molecule is a mixture of sounds and lights or atoms. This gives you a substance, whether it be gas or liquid. A cell is like thicker substance. Think like any cell you can think of, it's in the muddy like substance. Like sperm cells. They're cells, but they're in their substance. Then, of course, you have the organism born out. This is like clay. This is more solid. Before you get to egg cell and semen, there's no physical life. This is your dead or your undead. And so now when the verse says in Revelations 1, chapter 7, behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, even they who pierced him. If you go to verse 12, chapter 22, or verse 7, chapter 22, it says, behold, I am coming quickly. If you go down to chapter 22, verse 12, it says, and behold, I am coming quickly. My reward is with me. Meaning it keeps saying, I am coming quickly. Jesus speaks in parables. This is why it says, he who has an ear, let him hear. It's a very important thing that you guys grasp that. That substance is a smaller perspective of what Jesus is in existence. Meaning physical life is a matter of body. You have a body, so all the physical life within you, this is cells, molecules, atoms, the smaller levels of life. They have existence in a world because of your body. The whole physical life in its physical existence is a result of a body or an egg cell which will develop into a body. This is why the egg cell is referred to as the Lamb's bride. So when they describe the Lamb's bride descending down out of heaven, they're speaking of an egg cell. Of course, an egg cell is a gold little bubble. So they refer to it as the holy city of Jerusalem, which is a golden city. It's the Lamb's bride. Of course, the Lamb is Jesus. Jesus is the semen, which I just explained to you. Of course, you guys are lost. Y'all are like, I don't understand. Like, how can semen, that little putty, has life within it? It's the precursor to who you are now as a physical entity. So just focus. You don't have a microscope that fine tuned to look inside of semen to see, this Lord of hosts and all that's transpiring. But, I'm trying to help you guys out. Just follow for the most part. And if you have questions, ask before I get too far along. Now, this is why they refer to an egg cell as the Lamb's bride, holy city of Jerusalem, because an egg cell is not only a body, but it's going to be a whole place or world for this sperm cell and all the, cells to come after. And so when you're hearing the description of the Lamb's bride, it is speaking of that, meaning it is speaking of the egg cell. And then, of course, you have all the reference to Jesus being the semen. This is the substance that all the sperm cell is in. This is what raised them from the dead. Now, if you can grasp that, this whole existence is no different than a physical body manifesting out, meaning sperm cells getting the egg, or substance manifesting forth after ejaculation. This is the semen. Sperm cells being raised up by it. Of course, they are the fallen life. And then them being taken to a new heaven and earth, which is basically a new body, but it's going to be in its beginning stages, which is an egg cell. And so this substance is going to take them to a new heaven and earth. You get it? Giving them new life, new existence. Optimus 9, salam, shalom. And so it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp. This substance is going to take those dead entities, these are your sperm cells, to a new world or a new body. This is an egg cell. Of course, it will develop into these things. And so this is your lamb and the bride. Now think of this whole universe, a whole physical life existence. It's in a body and started that same way. And so Jesus would have been the substance that would have came and took hold of all the dead life before you get to physical life. It's like I say, you have atom, molecule, cell. Then you have the born out organism. You get it? This would be the heaven, the physical life that you are born out to and promised. Not you, but all the entity within you to say. Of course, your father ejaculated you out. There were dead sperm cells in his balls prior to you being ejaculated out as the substance. And so you are responsible for raising up these dead entities, meaning all of us that are manifested in physical life. So we are like Jesus. This is why Jesus says, I am like you and you are like me. Jesus is just first, meaning what you are is what the universe or the whole physical existence is dependent on. You get my point? A lesser thing. The same way we ejaculate out semen, and this is raising up the dead below, meaning if you're a man, you are raising up the dead life below in your testicles and kind of giving them an opportunity to have new life. And you're doing this with a spirit of your spirit, a brand new spirit of your own. And so that spirit, which is basically your child at that stage, is like Jesus and you are like God. And so your ejaculation or your semen, your child, is raising up all those dead sons or souls. This is sperm, taking them to a new heaven and earth, which is an exhale, a pre-body, a pre-world. Now, your ejaculation is going to manifest out and be born as this body, being like you now, God in its world. And all the life within its body has life now because of it. You get it? This is like the Father sacrificing his only begotten Son because he loved the world so much. All that is falling below. Meaning y'all are micro. Am I going too deep? Because this is truly $1 million scholarship. Am I going too deep? Because this is real wisdom. Y'all be laughing and shit. When I say this is real wisdom, I don't mean like I'm displaying real wisdom. Give me attention. This is real knowledge. Are y'all paying the fuck attention? Because I don't play on these things. This is not funny. Like, especially when y'all are going to experience this. Meaning y'all are going to be the dead that it started with. You raised up the dead, and so now your ass going to have to be raised up too. It's a gopher. So, can I get a few more of y'all to let me know if y'all are grasping? I want to go a little deeper because this goes super deep. These texts about y'all, they've been exploited by religions to control y'all, but these divine teachings have to do with y'all, meaning y'all are Jesus and God are smaller aspects of what's down the road, becoming lost, like into what y'all have raised up. I'm not sure if that part that I'm saying is clear. Hopefully y'all grasp everything I was explaining, but y'all are basically born out into physical life as sacrificed pure spirits for the purposes of raising up what has fallen. So in that we lose our way understanding how the fallen even got there to begin with. And so you have atoms, molecules, cells, and then the born out organism. This repeats on the higher level of life, meaning a planet is no different than an atom. A star system is no different than a molecule. A molecule being a cluster of atoms, a star system being a cluster of planets. So a planet is literally an atom on a higher level of life, and a star system is a molecule on a higher level of life. And of course, a galaxy is a cell on a higher level of life. So when we look up above and see these stars, these are your smaller levels of life transcending over to what we know as galaxies, which is basically your sperm cells or your cells lost in their abyss, which is below, meaning all is in reverse. But I'll explain that after I continue with this. And so this whole universe we are in, this is like the organism that all that smaller level of life is within. We being the life that's kind of developing up to that place. To be the dead in the abyss. Yeah, this is the real knowledge. I don't want to feel like anybody needs to compete with me. This is how y'all make my time longer than it need be. Try to grasp, like y'all be playing too much. Watch simple-minded brothers break down wisdom that's not really wise. They take offense when I say things like that. I'm not sure why though. When I say I'm the wisest person on the planet, that's not a gift y'all can control. So when I say it, it don't be an ego. I say it so y'all can grasp. Like, learn. Some of y'all could have been learned already. Meaning that some of y'all could have known all of these things already and already been living your life in the way you're supposed to, you know? Therefore, you don't know the day you're going to die. At least you know you good if you upkeeping with the vessel, the holy city. Dulo the ruler said, bro, I grasp, but I want to know what happens when you waste sperm. He's basically saying, where does life go from that? Brother, use your brain. I don't want y'all to get too lost and dependent to where y'all become stupid, like children. Start asking any dumb thing. Why is it 6 nuggets inside of the box, Daddy, instead of 7? Because it's 6, child. Now you have a brain to know if you spill fucking semen and it don't go inside a vagina, you have science. It explains how long sperm can last in semen. You get it? Meaning you know what happens. They're dead already, so they just go back out into open space or greater death. The point I'm making is you could use your brain to answer that yourself. Not telling you to guess, telling you to use the brain, figure it out, and then ask. Like, so when we ejaculate out, is it like science says, they will last this long? And you get it? Don't just be dumb. Like, don't take offense either. It's a deep thing. It's not about me, pulling out y'all stupidities, but it's about y'all realizing they are making y'all dumb the same way y'all view a child. Like, if he has his calculator, he's not never really gonna learn math like he needs to using his brain. This is all the gadgets y'all got is making y'all stupid in that way. Google and all of how y'all fastly pull information, it makes y'all dumb on a common sense end. Meaning, y'all start to act like y'all have no wisdom of semen on y'all own. Y'all know what semen is already. Now, I'm only explaining to you that this character that y'all worship is semen, and then, explain why that is that way. Then y'all become completely dumb on semen, like I am making up a new science for semen. No, the same science y'all have for semen and whatever you learned in school for semen, that same semen. Not changing nothing. I'm just telling you what it is. Meaning y'all have a character, but y'all don't have nothing physical to say that's it. Y'all have this substance, semen. Y'all know it scientifically, but y'all don't know it as entity, as the beginnings of life. Because up until that stage, all you're dealing with is the dead. When you get to that stage, the substance raising up all that dead life and it getting its egg cell, this is going to be the world for it and all the cells to come after. Until you get to that stage, there's no physical life. Meaning, an egg cell, what y'all have in science, it's more. Y'all view it as a curriculum thing. An egg cell is the reason for physical life. In a lot of ancient texts, you'll see like an egg with the snake wrapped around it. Eggs and snakes are sperm and egg It's nothing more important than this in regards to physical life. Period. And so you get it? The physical life and existence we have is basically dependent on an egg cell. Meaning, if there were no egg cells, there would be no physical life. I'm not saying we live in a micro egg cell that's in a woman, but I'm saying if you can grasp that this universe we live in itself is a woman or a man. So you grasp? It has egg cells itself, which we would see as moons. We have a moon. This is an egg cell. You have comets crashing into it, meteorites, whichever one. These are sperm cells on that larger level of life. These are the things transpiring within a body, meaning y'all are seeing the insides of a vessel. And so an egg cell are this holy city of Jerusalem, which is not one thing, but this is reproducing or repeating existence. It happens from every level of existence, meaning you have multiple levels of existence. Think samsara, multiple levels of hell. You have multiple levels of existence. No matter what level of existence, all existence has to be inside of a great existence. You get my point? That great existence is no different than all that is existence, meaning it is body, and it started no different than any other body. The substance raising up the dead, and then one of them sperm cells getting that egg cell, and this is your sun getting its world. You know, your rising, setting sun inside of its body. You're going awake, you're going to sleep, and waking up entity within its vessel or world. All the smaller life within it has life because of it. So cells, molecules, atoms, they all have life because y'all have a vessel. Planets, star systems, galaxies, these things all have existence because of the universal organism or vessel. Egg, that all is in. An egg develops into a body, but grass. No different if you're talking a chicken egg. A chicken egg develops into a body. Please adjust your mind. I'm not speaking of the shell. The egg is the stuff inside of the shell. The egg develops into the body. The sperm is the spirit. The egg is the body. This is the teachings I came with. It goes with what I'm explaining to y'all. So I'll say again, a lot of y'all could have already known all of these things, meaning the YHWH teachings, which is the name for Jesus. YHWH is pronounced you. Y sound is ya ya ya. H sound is put that together, you have ya ya ya. W sound is woo woo woo. H sound is yeah yeah woo woo woo. You. YHWH is not Yahweh, Yahasha, none of that. It's simply you. I explained to y'all how y'all are kind of like micro Jesuses because y'all fathers have ejaculated y'all out as semen, and y'all have raised up all the dead below in y'all father's sack, bringing it to a new heaven and earth, our body, which was an egg cell when you did that, as the substance. Then, as someone said, the ruh was breathed into you. This is your awakened mind. So all that time in the womb, we are in our abyss state of mind as spirit or substance. You say, what's my abyss state of mind, Solace? You have an unconscious mind where you don't even exist to yourself. You have a dream mind. This is like the substance or spirit of self. Then you have your awakened mind, where you are awake in physical life looking around. You have those three parts of your mind, each part having three parts. Like the ancient Egyptian scholarship. The mind is three parts, each part having three parts. This is how you get your Ka, your Ba, your Ren, your Shuyet. You get it? The nine parts of the soul, which is basically the three-parted mind in its three parts, or the three-parted mind in each part having three parts. And so the ruh, or the awakened part of the mind, is breathed into this developing spirit in womb at a certain point. You get it? This is why technically y'all are not Jesus. Y'all would be like Jesus up until the point of the awakening, where y'all are minds that have developed all three parts: unconsciousness, dream state, and then awake, where the eyes can open and you are in physical life now. These three parts developing in womb, each part having three parts, so the unconscious part of the mind is developing into the body. The dream state of the mind is developing into the spirit of self. And of course, the awakened state of the mind, this is the God of self. Now, the awakened state of the mind, the God of self, this will move the body. When y'all fall into unconsciousness, so y'all are falling into the body, which is the unconsciousness or the shade of God. Meaning God is with you. It is what you know as unconsciousness. You say, okay, that's stupid. Why is God unconsciousness? You are a mind that has control on one end. God has control on the other. And so you don't need to know or see or be able to control anything on the other end. So when y'all go unconscious, that part, God don't need y'all help. You can clock out. You get it? Like that. Y'all lost and think y'all are like physical beings. Y'all are minds first, awarenesses. The other side of the awareness doesn't need your help, so you can just sign off. You get it? Meaning God is with y'all. When y'all fall into unconscious sleep, whatever y'all was thinking and doing, that's why it says God knows everything. You don't have to worry. Whatever you did that nobody seen you did, you will fall into unconsciousness, meaning you will return to your abyss, your womb, as a mind. And so, all you did, it's there. And so, it's a very deep thing. Are y'all following? I went a little off topic. I'm supposed to be, staying with Jesus. Salam, shalom, 7. I don't think you're grasping the wisdom that you're receiving. Some of y'all are quite young, but try and follow what you are learning, and whatever you know, trash it. A lot of y'all have fears. I'm not sure if it's fears or if y'all actually think y'all have something of worth. The wisdom y'all have is only suitable for certain groups. Y'all have like cult things going on in today's times. And so y'all wisdom is only suitable for a certain environment of people. Outside of that environment, you guys are like fish out of water. I want to be clear. I can have conversation in any one circle in that part. I'm good. You ain't gonna never see me having no problems in regards to my wisdom being right. And so I'm trying to get you to grasp whatever you have learned thus far, trash it. It's wrong. It's the wrong perspective or something, but it's wrong. And you're not going to learn moving forward holding on to it. Because whatever I'm giving you now, you are trying to Figure out all the wrong things you have already with it. It's not for figuring out your wrong things. Just hold the information you have now. When you get more, meaning I'll do another video or whatever, you'll have more, or you ask a question, and you get it, it will develop up. Thank you, Reindeer. Yeah, if anyone wants to give back, of course, I believe in balance. You can do so at paypal.me/solidsolari or cash.app/$ the real solace. You're right, Ahanu Waters. Truth is a foreign thing. A lot of you guys forget that y'all were born into this life being told a lie from jump. Y'all believed in Santa Claus and many other lies that were told to you and then revealed to you, and so now lied to y'all is no big deal. Y'all will fill y'all mind space up with lie. It's deep, but try and grasp. Most of the things y'all learned thus far, it's wrong. You come in here, you want to learn, you have to kind of remove these things. Otherwise, y'all questions and things be kind of dumb. Most of the wisdom y'all have is developed up off of theory and misconception of things. So I explained to you guys just now what Jesus is. Somewhere in life, that knowledge got lost and Jesus became some strange person, and you get it? Something that doesn't even make sense in reality. It became that. Now y'all know that. And even though it's stupid and doesn't make sense, it's familiar to y'all. To where I'm explaining something that actually makes sense, it's not. So y'all say I never heard that. But wisdom is not a matter of what an unlearned mind has heard. Meaning, if wisdom is based on what you heard and you're not wise, you're seeking wisdom, so you have the wrong perspective. Meaning, it's very difficult for a fool to learn. There's a lot of adjusting of the mind that has to happen that they haven't done on their own. Damn, I hope it doesn't bite me. I tried to step on a bee. And so, like I said, a lot of you guys need a conscious cleansing and things like that. They get the mind adjusted right for wisdom. Mind is kind of distorted. Salam, shalom, Thomas, man. And so hopefully y'all are grasping thus far. YHWH, this is pronounced you. It's the divine teachings of you. We are all smaller perspectives of this great you. Not you physically. You when you were substance being ejaculated or brought forth by your father. Of course, this is a result of him orgasming. You get it? When that happened, you raised up all the dead life and you manifested forth into physical life. As above, so below. So on a greater level of life, this is happening as well with galaxies. Meaning y'all see stars being sucked into black holes. This is no different if you are inside of your vessel seeing sperm cells being pulled out of the penis. Meaning they're leaving the world or the universe that they're in. So it's a very deep thing to try to grasp. We live inside of a body, a physical body. A time will come where everyone will be dead on that greater level of life now. You get it? And so grasp, you have that substance that is full of entity, meaning semen has more than sperm cell in it. And so it's called the Lord of Hosts. Like I said, Jesus is semen. And so it is speaking of what is within this substance or this cloud. And so, of course, y'all know within it is like millions and billions of entities or sperm cells. This is why Jesus is called the Lord of Hosts. Now, if you can imagine this on a universal level or a larger aspect of life, of course, you have the micro to the macro. If you can imagine this on a greater level of life than the life that you're on now, happening, meaning this substance manifesting forth, but of course you're on the micro end of it this time, and so all that is within the substance is far more greater than you. And so you guys will see the sperm cells are the fallen gods, are pharaohs. Y'all will see them in real time, like, oh shit, they're huge. And you get my point? Of course, amongst all them sperm cells, you have the one, which is the Lord of hosts, meaning the Lord over all the rest of them. This is the substance that they're in. And so look at this being, the Lord of hosts, as a collective of many. The same way you're a collective of many, meaning you're millions and billions and trillions of cells that make one being. The Lord of hosts, our Jesus, is like that. Don't get lost on the substance, but what's within it. That. If you could see that, billions and billions and trillions of armies coming forth like that, like in cloud. Meaning, if you can see all the sperm inside of semen, semen looking like cloud, that part. It's millions and billions and trillions of them. So, grasp the Lord of hosts coming with the clouds. I will be coming quickly. The same way semen comes out of nowhere. So it's saying on a macro level of life that we have not reached yet. Grasp. You will experience this minor thing that you do. Meaning you guys ejaculate, it's no big deal. Of course, you all be in ejaculation at one point in time yourselves. But you guys all ejaculate. It's no big deal. Of course, you have all those entities within it, which are real. So this does technically make it a big deal. We will all experience and understand what that is on a macro level. Or semen just being a smaller perspective of a great, great thing. That thing, Lord of hosts. And so I don't want you to look at Jesus as, oh, so semen's gonna come in. No. Just from your perspective, kings and gold and shit like that, billions of them coming and raising the dead. And when it says clothe them in white, it's speaking of that substance. But semen is not like what y'all think. It's like fabric. Of course, the fabric of life, but fabric as well, like breast milk. It's like fabric, texture. It's not like water or soda. You get it? It's like a living thing. You pull semen apart, it's almost like pulling back. You get it? Like living putty. Which it is, of course, but I'm just trying to give y'all the perspective because it's nothing to y'all. This is why in the biblical text, let me read it. I think Revelations 22, verse 7, I believe. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, Revelations 22, verse 7, it says, behold, I am coming quickly. Blessed is he who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book. If you go down to 12, in the same chapter, it says, and behold, I am coming quickly. and my reward is with me. Of course, when you orgasm, meaning when a man orgasm, there's feeling associated with this. This is why Jesus always explains himself as Yoki, great in feeling, a raiser of the dead, all the things that semen does, meaning semen is ejaculation. This has to do with blissful feeling. It's called an orgasm. So it's a great thing from that perspective. It raises the dead cells below, your sperm cells, your fallen angels. It does a lot, like I said. It's basically pre-person, multi-cell substance that will develop into multi-cell organism once getting, its body or egg cell. And so now I want to jot right back to that verse. Revelations 22, verse 7. It says, "Behold, I am coming quickly. Blessed is he who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book." Now, many of you guys think that means the physical book that y'all read. It is not speaking of that. It is speaking of all the physical bodies that you see here. These are the books. So it's like I told y'all before, y'all bone. I don't know how to explain it. Y'all bodies is a book, and everything y'all ever known is written in the bone. But besides that, you get it? We are all word, which is like sound, manifested to this state. If you're lost, within sound, you have your atomic level of life. They come together, creating your molecules, molecules to cells, cells to organisms. So, you being a thought in your father's mind that was ejaculated out, that thought being orgasm, come, Jesus. That's why he said, "I'm coming quickly, and my reward is with me," which is the feeling, and of course, for the raising up of the dead, which they will get the same feeling as well. Now, the book it's talking about when it says does not, do not, the book it's speaking of when it says, "Behold, I am coming quickly. Blessed is he who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book." It is speaking of all the bodies you see, whether you're speaking the body of a flower, the body of a man, the body of whatever, in physical life. Of course, this substance is life and existence itself. This is how the dead have life in it. Otherwise, they're just the dead. Of course, this substance will bring life and existence to the world, which is the egg cell or the holy city. And so now the world will become alive as well because of this existence. You get it? And so now you will have trees, flowers, plants, people developing. These being the books. To alter the books is to say you have marijuana, which is a plant, a flower, a body, to add to it, to add something to that book. So fuck your own self over. You're going to create disease for yourself. To add something to the books, you sin against yourself. It's not talking about words and lies. It's talking about the physical things that you see here, which are all books. Manifested words or manifested sound, which is air. A mind is like air, it's the same consistency. A mind will start to manifest into substance. That substance will harden, no different than the air around you. That's why I say wherever you see space or air, there's mind. And wherever there's a mind, there's space and airs. And so you have to grasp, as I said, this substance will bring existence and life to that world, and now you have all these physical things or books here, all having their order. You understand? How a man manifests is because of an order. How a flower manifests is because of an order. You have the corn plant. You want to alter the corn plant and make beer, now you have liver cancer. You sin against yourself when you alter the books. You get it? And so the texts go deeper than a lot of y'all grasp, but the perspective is off. This is why I say, if you a Christian or not, get a one-on-one book reading on, either Revelations or Genesis, I will say. Or get a one-on-one on the Kabbalah, because this predates that. It helps you to understand, how you got there. So to give you guys an example, Dag, I don't think I have the Bible on this phone to read for you guys, but let me check anyway. If I do, I'm going to read the first chapter in Revelations, the whole thing, while breaking it down line for line. Therefore, you guys can see there's certain knowledges that y'all are missing that goes with the religion, so to say, and this is why y'all understanding is off. Meaning, if you're a Muslim, you never knew that Allah meant the la la la, do re mi fa sol la, like sound being the creator. You didn't know that because y'all don't have, you get it, everything. Y'all don't have all the wisdom. It's a deep thing. But yeah, I don't think I have it. I'm trying to find it now to see if I have a copy of the Bible. I don't. I have it on the phone that I'm on, I think. I thought I sure did have one. I apologize. I'm just taking one quick look. I have the Book of Thoth right here, but I can't find my other books. I should just break down the Book of Thoth, right? See, I got the sacred. Can y'all see? Sacred knowledge of a Brahman, the Testament of Solomon. This is where he says, like, the spirit was sucking his thumb. I said, oh, this is spicy. This is this is spicy. Like, I said, oh, religion is spicy business, baby. When I was a little unlearned. I didn't fully understand. I was developing. So I would read like Revelation 7. I mean, Revelations chapter 22, verse 7, and it says, behold, I am coming quickly. I said, oh, that's spicy. Then it went down to 12. I said, behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me. So I'm like, this is strange. Then I skimmed on back to Revelations 1 in chapter 7. It says, behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, and all the tribes of the earth will mourn because of him. I said, damn, this sounds like semen. When dudes ejaculate, it's like a mourning, like they mourning for something. So I said, this is spicy. I said, ooh, so I set the Bible down for a few years. I stopped my studies. Then I picked them back up later on in life once I realized, oh, it's not spicy, it's explaining something else. Which is technically spicy, but not the spice I was thinking. I said, damn, Jesus a little spicy. Especially Revelations 22, verse 20, when he says, he who testifies to these things says, surely I am coming quickly. Then there's a period. I said, this. I said, nah, I'm not tripping. This is spicy. This is spicy old school pimping, baby. Say, he who testifies to see these things says, surely I'm coming quickly. Amen. It's a period after amen. Then it says, even so, comma, come, comma. Lord Jesus. I said, this spicy business. Oh, this spicy business, cat daddy. I know I ain't tripping. As I said, I don't know what I'm reading, but I think they're telling me. This is when I was like 12 or 13, you know. I was smarter than y'all then on scholarship, but I didn't fully get it yet. So I'm like, this is spicy. I think they saying Jesus. I think they saying Jesus is wild sex. I don't know, baby. I know semen when I hear, cause y'all know I was get it. Don't forget it, doesn't I? Say, hey, boy, don't worry about that. Get that ass along. So I'm like, man, hold on, brother. It was a Hebrew Israelite, so I'm trying to tell them, listen, man, Jesus is Shalom, baby. So they kicked me out the church. They ain't understand. I'm talking like the real slime, the you know, semen, baby. They ain't well versed like Big O says, so they don't understand. Like they think I'm playing with them. Nah, y'all playing, pretending like y'all know some shit y'all know y'all don't. When y'all hear the truth, y'all already convinced yourselves y'all knew it. So you know, man, don't like to hear shit like that. Especially not from 12-year-old. You want to see me at 12, nigga, hella ego. Hella wise, too. Wiser than the 80. That little kid make you mad. Like, yeah, I should set him on fire. I should kidnap his little grown ass and beat him up and set him on fire. Bet he ain't smart enough to get out of that. Now, where was I at? Oh, yeah, I was going to read the Revelations chapter 1. So y'all can grasp a deep thing about, you know, the exhale, which is the Lamb's bride. This is your holy city of Jerusalem. Of course, this goes deep. I'm not breaking it down to you guys in any order. I'm just trying to get you guys to grasp that semen is a minor perspective of what the parables in the book are telling you that Jesus is. It's not telling you to worship semen, but semen is the substance of what you are as a living being, meaning that substance is your start. That substance got to exhale, and then, you know, from there, all developed. And so you kind of have a, you guys want to slide through right here?
So it's just there third.
I want to see this.
This is the third.
Y'all straight holding up. Thank you to whoever gave that I missed. James Bond. Some of y'all retarded, man. This is a neighborhood. Houses. Y'all never heard of houses on the riverfront before? I'm just asking. I didn't be saying strange. Say, Man, they disrespected. Man, everybody y'all see around here is my neighbors. These these are not strangers. Y'all are insane. Like sometimes I truly wonder, are they alright? But no, this is just a functioning neighborhood, you know. And there's houses on the riverfront. On the other side, you have houses on the beach. You have houses and apartments all in between. It's a whole neighborhood, and it's not that big, so they, they weren't disrespecting me, you know. Their house is on this river, and I'm sitting in one of the pathways, meaning they would have had to try to climb through that. And so that's stupid. Like, what? Why would I do that to them? Nah, I'm just playing. But I'm serious though. And so this is why I do videos out here sometimes. Same way y'all go, hang on your front porch or go downstairs and hang out somewhere in your neighborhood. Maybe just sit on the bench, take a little breath. You might drink a beer or something. I don't know what y'all do. So it's the same for me. After I handle my business or whatever I have to do for the day. So I might come out here the same way you might go on your porch or hang out in your neighborhood the same way. This is kind of like right in the back of my house, so. Hannah Water said mRNA vaccines intentionally corrupted / editing the books. Yeah, you guys have to grasp. The things have been altered long ago, so you don't want to use it, for whatever shallow-minded thing you want. This is not the agenda channel. Meaning a lot of y'all are concerned with vaccines for conversation purposes only. And this is why y'all have never spoken of anything or all the other many things that y'all fuck yourselves over with. So, kind of grasp. Things have been getting mixed, breeded, and mixed and mingled, genetically modified since. I don't want to say mixed, breeded, but things have been being genetically modified for a long time. That's what, that meant by the books. Dag, the stream may end. My charge is about to go out. Not sure why this phone does that. Let's see if I can catch it on the other one. If so, you guys are in luck. Now, I've kind of lost my train of thought and where I was in this video. Like I said, my charge is about to end. I may can save it though. Meanwhile, let me get to some of you guys' questions. Young God says, so if we are in a bigger body, is the bigger body ejaculating and we are the result of it? How does y'all mind? I don't. Salam, shalom. Don't take offense, champ. I just don't understand how y'all minds work and how the things that y'all say make meaning. I have no clue. I have no clue how I explain things and y'all still don't understand, but I'm assuming you guys don't have any understanding of real science, or at least the biology of semen, and maybe this is the problem, but I'm not sure what the problem is in regards to you guys grasping simple things. You have a body, the whole universe is, yeah, y'all are not gonna grasp in that way. Meaning, I use the science so y'all can have real life reference to know what I'm saying is accurate, and then I don't know what happens after that. Some of you guys, like I said, I'm very intelligent, whether you speaking educated or just common sense or any kind of wisdom. You get it? And so you have to have some sense of education or intelligence before you come here. Meaning, if